Okay, this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I did some changes that I thought might be kind of boring for an episode. I expanded the base like I talked about, including the work area, moved the tool maker set. I don't use that very often. I moved it way over there in the corner. Set up roughly my advanced furnace. Still growing plants. Everything's working pretty good now. Thriving. Temperature in here is 24 Celsius, which is right in the range I like it. I did put a couple windows over here. I like to keep an eye on my generator just to make sure it's coming on and off like it should be, like it is right now running until right there. And so I can keep an eye out here and make sure there's no nastiness going on there. I moved my airlock over to the side here, so I got this whole open area to deal with now. First thing I'm going to do, I'm glad I remembered my helmet was open. I don't remember, I think I did. I don't remember if I set up, this is going to be set up the same pressure-wise as my fresh air. This will be between 3 and 4. I think I did it, but to be honest, I'm going to pull this chip just to make sure, because I did it yesterday, and I didn't know how far I got. Import. Edit. Yeah, there's the furnace pressure section. So yeah, that is good to go. Pressurizes the pipe the same way it pressurizes my fresh air. Of course it uses different gases, but so we'll cancel that. Oh, I want that. Plug that back in there. No error. We'll pick this up. Turn it off. Okay, so this should be pressurized between 3 and 4,000. A little high, but it probably got warm or something. That's not that big of a deal. So again, I'm taking the oxygen and the volatiles in this case. So the volatiles are going into 2. Remember, 1 goes straight through. So this is set for input 2 at 2/3, input 1 at 1/3. Now you can experiment with this. I'm pretty sure that's a recommended number. It does get the furnace pretty hot pretty quick this way, so it works pretty well for me. But that's all up and running. And if I go in here, I'm going to start making some tougher ores. Not really tough, but so let's see what I want to make first here. I want to use the tool maker actually. So I want to expand some things. It's always nice to have like the Mark II miner, the heavy drill. That's always nice to have. And I have everything I need for that. Let's see where we're at here. There it is. I'll go over here. This is a little tougher, but like I said, I don't use this very often, so I just stuck it in the corner here. I could always move it if I wanted to, of course. And copper and electrum. Copper, electrum. Yeah, it's a little tough to get in there, but that's alright. That should be that. Alright, so we'll make that. Oops, that's pretty quick, so yeah. That was pretty quick. I'll take the old miner, put the battery in there, close that. Swap that out. I think my shelf is pretty full. I do have a couple slots. So we got a better miner device. There's a backpack also that I went Mark II. Yeah, see, I need constant tan for that. And I don't, do I have constant tan? I do. Never mind. So, we'll open that. Put all this up here. That gives me more room for ores. And I can swap that out with this one, I think. There we go.
Air tank low.
Uh-oh. And put that up there. I've still got plenty of air in my air tank.
Air tank critical.
I could open my helmet, and I should open my helmet while I'm in here doing this kind of stuff. Alright, let's turn that one off. And what else can I use in here? Tool belt. Let's do that. Tool belt Mark II. And the same deal. Where's the tool belt? Oh, I think I switched that in the wrong spot, didn't I? Or did I switch it out with the wrong bag? Ha! I did. I gotta figure out where I put that. There it is. We'll open that and open that. Finally, I'll have enough room for my tools. I won't have to keep putting them in the upper shelf there. Let's see, I can put that in there. That should be good for now. Okay, so I no longer need this one. Put that up there. Although the twisted tool belt, oh, that's the right way. So that's all upgraded. That should be pretty good. I don't think I need to do anything else right now. So this is about the time I start looking a little bit more at solar panels, and I like to jump right to Mark II, although I found out there is, since the last patch, an error, and there isn't any storms on Mars right now. So it wasn't just me. From what I read, it was a patch error, something to do with the new day rotation, and the storms aren't coming up. So that may be fixed in an upcoming patch, but I don't mind them not being here. But I always go with solar panels heavy, so the storms don't damage them. And I need astraloy for that. I do not have astraloy. So let's look up astraloy real quick here. Astraloy, there it is. So these are the ones that get tricky. You need twice as much steel as you do copper. So, and this gets a little tricky sometimes. So for 100 steel, I would need 50 copper, 50 cobalt, if I'm reading that correctly. We'll give that a shot. Don't be surprised if I mess that up. I have the advanced furnace. This is one that you can't do in the lower level furnace. As you can see, you have to have an advanced furnace. So I got to go do a little bit of mining. Let me see how much steel I have over here. 100, and that's iron. I'll just go ahead and make more steel. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm going to need I can't make it, I don't think, in that I have to make it in slots of 200, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, it isn't 200. So I'm going to need, oh, a sorter. Not a sorter, motherboard. Oh, it's a kit, so it's not going to be there. It's going to be over here probably. Yep, okay. Iron, gold, copper. Iron, copper. Oh, what's that? Tool belt. Mining belt. Okay, so I don't need that. I think that's backwards, so we'll put, oh, we'll put them like this. I think that's the way I need that. Okay. Thought I had already taken care of that. And now I'm full. I'm just going to set it down over there for now. Anyway, there we go. Over here. And copper. So this will solve my steel problem. I'll just sort out 100 steel with this. I'll find a good place to put this. Not by there. Right here. Well, I'll probably move this and put it onto something else. One of my feeders or something eventually. Okay, so this will work if I put it. We'll sit right there. Do I have to construct this at all? I don't use sorters very often, to be honest with you. Nope. Okay.
Power low.
Always got to do this maintenance stuff. Alright. Power was back here. I should have looked first. So it looks like it's all one. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this. Let's see if I can come up the side here. I can. Well, it came out one too many, but that's all right. Okay. Maybe I can't put it that way because now I can't get to the controls. Oh, righty. So we'll move it. Out one or something. Why do they have the input on that side? If you want to keep it organized. That doesn't seem to make a bunch of sense to me, but it's just the way my base is laid out. This ain't, it probably isn't what I need. Am I thinking wrong here? I'm thinking of, maybe, what am I thinking of? Tell me. Is it a splitter? No. Oh. I wonder if there's more than one version of that and I have to cycle through it. Sorry about this. Not a hopper, not a silo. Sorter. Stacker. That's what I need, a stacker. That was dumb. Well, they both begin with S. Now we'll save that for later. Shove it over here in the corner. And of course I need a stacker. That makes 100% more sense. And this is facing the other direction, so I'm going to put this here. Would have been quicker just to go mine enough for double the amount, which I probably should do anyway. But now that I got this hooked up, turn it on, set this for 100. Alright. Find my steel again, which is probably in here. Is it in there? Nope. Oh, there it is. And pull this. Stack says 100. It's on. Why won't it let me split it? Power. Oh, jeez. This episode is going as good as the other ones. Wahoo! There we go. Now I have 100 steel. A roundabout way of doing it, but it worked eventually. So I have my 100 steel. I need 25 copper, 25 cobalt. So I have copper. I don't think I have a whole ton of it. But we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, I have quite a bit yet. So let's set this for... Oop, wrong way. That's because I have steel in there yet. I think I cleared it all out. Nope. Okay, now it's clear. So I got that set for 25. We'll throw that in there. And then I'll have a 25. So now I just need 25 cobalt. And I'm going to have to go outside for that. Close the helmet, lock it. I always recommend locking the helmet because there's been a few times where I'm outside and I bump, I think it's the H key, and all of a sudden you're suffocating. And then the harder levels, it don't take long. Alright, I always found cobalt when I'm not looking for it, which is how things seem to go. There's some up there, I think. I might as well take a bunch of it. Now, you know what? It doesn't pay to take a bunch of it because this doesn't form an ore. There is no cobalt ore. It's just cobalt in the, well, that is ore. But you can't smelt it into like iron ore or melt it into it. It doesn't melt into anything, it just comes right back out. So I'll just take one. And I need 25 of those. So I'll chuck that in there and get two 25s. Whoa! Okay. What temperatures and pressures do I need for this? A high temperature over 100 and a high pressure over 30. So now if I turn this on, I have both of these set to 0. I start out slow until because sometimes when you first turn this on, your gas isn't where you want it to be. So I'm just going to start it at 1. The mixture isn't where you want it to be. Okay, so it is heating up. Temperature's good and high. So I'm just going to let that run. Throw my ores in here. I just closed, right? Yep. Throw my... You know what? I did that wrong. I actually need 50, not 25. I think. Now I got myself wondering. Yes, because I'm using 100 steel. I need 50, so I need another 25 copper. Okay. So now I have the right numbers in there. I just got to get it pressurized, and it is good and hot. So we'll up this to 2. So it pressurizes a little quicker. 8, 9. You can automate this, and I have automated, and I probably will. But to start with, it's pretty simple just to play with the gauges to get the lower levels. And I got to go to 30, so while I'm doing that. And that's a nice high temperature, so that's a good gas mixture. That'll just about make everything you need. I do got to be careful that I don't go too high here, so let's turn this back down to 1 for now. And I could probably turn it down further than that. We'll stop it right there. You see what it goes up to here. And we should be good. Look at that. I actually figured it out correctly. And it stopped at 31-ish. Alright. So I think I was looking at maybe solar panels. And I need copper, steel, and electrum. There's my electrum. Steel's going to be over here. I got lots of broken up copper there. Okay, so that'll make more copper. That'll make about 5, not with that amount of steel. So I will have to make some more steel, but we can do that. I'm just going to let this, that's only going to get 3. So we're going to go ahead and make that. And while this is nice and toasty, I'll run out and make like 200 steel here. Oh, that's my water. I'm okay. All right. Okay, let's bring this down here. All right, so 1 iron. That's not correct. That's not putting it in my bag, so this is the backwards order. This has to be here. Then I got to reopen those. Okay, now it should put the stuff on mine in the bag like it's supposed to. It's an annoying sound. Okay. Back to work. There we go. That's 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. 1 more. Oh, come on. Don't short me by 1. There we go. 6. That's what I need. So now I need 2 coal. I don't want to get too far from my base at this point. I do not want to get lost while I'm recording. I get lost all the time, but I'd rather not do it during my recording. Alright, where is it? I have done some mining for coal to throw in my silo, but should be some around here somewhere. This is the darkest side too. There's no lights that I can see over here. May have to wait till daytime. Let's just go this way. Sulfur. still see my lights from my place there, so let's go this way. Up the mountain. This is why I don't like mining while you're recording. Boring and a waste of time. Here we go. 1, 2. That was quite a jump. And I can look in here real quick. I still got 9 coal waiting for powering. We're still good there. Alright, so this is still nice and hot. Make sure nothing's heating up my base. It's a little warmer in here, but it's not bad. We're holding pressure good. Holding temperature good. Kick it in there. Oh. That was my last one of my keeping the temperature up good. It might be getting a little cool. I might have to throw some more in there. Right now I just got this venting out. I may eventually recycle this back into my heated air. As you can see, I put a bunch of vents on here to cool the furnace, the hot air down. So I may rearrange that a little bit. Why didn't that work? Not hot enough. Gotta be 900, I bet you. So I'll crank that up 1. I gotta go slow because I don't want the pressure to go too high. Let's go to 2. That should do it. There we go. 400 steel. That should be enough for me to last me for quite a while. Okay, that's 0, that's 0. We're pretty high in pressure. How many did I get here? 1, 2, 3, just like I thought. I'm also low on astrolabe. I didn't split that, so that is what it is. Let's hit the 1 button. Oh, wait a minute. So I didn't make enough astrolabe. Well, that kind of stinks. But now I got a bunch more steel. I should have just dumped the steel out of here. And I gotta go get more cobalt. Okay.
Hydration critical.
Of course it is. Alright, so let's double this up. 1, 2. There's an easier way to do this. Shut up! It only takes 1 at a time. So we will set this for half of it, 200. Of course, that's not going to be enough now, so we'll Okay, now I got a stack of 200. We'll take that, throw that. Nope, take that, throw that. And I need 100 copper, which I might not have. Oh, my copper in there. Yep, so I only got... Did it show you what you have in here? Interesting. Okay, but I need more copper. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. I should have mined some. I was concentrating on redoing my base before this episode. So we'll just load up with copper and make it all. It is daytime, that'll make it a little easier. It's funny because when I'm looking for iron, I can't find any. Now I'm looking for copper, I won't be able to find any. Here's some. One gold or one copper. Not a very big vein, apparently. They gave me 3. More iron. It's because I'm not looking for it. I'm looking for copper. More iron. This is crazy. Oh, that's lead. Color vision kicked in there. See, I see gold everywhere, but you watch. When I'm looking for gold, I won't be able to find it. Here we go. Be a bigger vein this time, please. That's better. There we go. Let's see if I can get out of here now. Yep. That's enough copper to last me for a while. And of course we litter the countryside. Everywhere we go, we make trash. I can recycle that, but maybe eventually. Of course the storm's not going to ruin anything. There's no storms. Usually the storms would either blow those away or destroy them. Yeah, it's going to cool off, so I'm going to slowly turn the output up to 1 here. Slowly bleed off some of that. I don't like bleeding it out too fast. That's where you run into explosion troubles. That is closed, right? Oh. Oh, I should have got 2 cobalts while I was out there.
Power low.
It might be warm enough to still make copper though. I might actually make this. Yep. So far so good. I'm losing a little bit of temperature because I don't have, there is, I think, an insulated vent now. I'll have to look into that. I have a regular vent on there, which is probably costing me some heat. That's going to give me 2 orders, 550. I'm going to let that run on one. Take the 500. That should give me I need 100, so we got 200, 100, I need 100 cobalt hit. So I apologize, I gotta run outside one more time. I should be able to find the cobalt a little bit faster this time. Theoretically. Look at all the oxide I see now. Again, when I'm looking for oxide, I can't find it. It's just amazing. That's cobalt there, I think. Yeah. So I need 100 of these. One of the things with this mining mod that you see me every once in a while, I'll run around and do this, because for some reason the stuff disappears every once in a while, but if you hit the real quick and do a mine, it pops right back up. You saw when I started my miner there, it looked like more cobalt appeared. And I'm talking, not watching where I'm going. Idiot light. And I'm looking for astroloids, so I should turn this back off now. And open this back up. I need greater than 1,000. I'll go up to 3. At 30. So I may have to open my exhaust one to get it where I need it to be. I think I will. Increase this to 1. Increase that by 1. Make sure I don't got any flames coming out the side of my building there. Okay, we're getting there, so... Ooh, wrong way. That's nice and pressurized now. Too pressurized. I just got to go below 40, so we'll open this one more. We're good. And right about there. Close it. Closed, closed. Yep. Okay. 200 steel. 100 copper. 100 cobalt. Hopefully I can maintain that temperature for this time period. I know cobalt increases the pressure, so you got to watch when you throw cobalt on there, because it makes your pressure go up. I'm going to have to watch that. There it goes. So I have to open my output one. Okay, I'm above 40 now. Sometimes when you're working with higher pressures, cobalt gets to be pretty dang dangerous. Okay, we should be good now. There we makes 100. That's kind of a pain. Oops. Close that. There's some steel in here. Copper. Electrum. I wonder how much electrum I have. 73. We're doing good there. Alright, so we'll fire that back up. I need a few more of those. Put some more steel. The rest of my copper. We'll just dump it all in there for now. Probably, is that getting hotter? Oh! I opened the wrong one. Idiot. Watch what you're doing, Steve. Sound like a jet engine over there. I'm like, that's not right. That was a waste of fuel. There we go. Okay, so that's the input. Let's bring that back down to 1. I don't like exhausting gas that fast. It causes issues. Alright, so I have 3. I think I'm going to start with 8. Constant tan and solder. That's going to take a few minutes. I'm just going to let that run, just out of curiosity. I haven't checked my pressures out here in a little while. I'm going to set some alarm lights up. There's a way to do it, I just have to figure it out. So when the filters get low, it'll tell me from the inside. See, that one's 0. They're both 0, so I'm out of oxygen filters. Litter the countryside some more here. 50, that one's empty. Both my nitrogens are empty. Not going to do me much good. Those are okay. This should be okay because this isn't running at the moment, most likely. Oh, that one's empty. Alright. We are a little low over here, surprisingly. Not much. Cooled off. Once it cools off, the pressures go down, of course. That one's in good shape. Oxygen, you just don't get much oxygen, as a matter of fact. Close off my outside. And voila. Of course, there's no oxygen filter in there right now, so I gotta remedy that. The darn thing is so slow repressurizing. Filter. O2. Put 2 of those. I want 2. Then we'll go to nitrogen. Bring out 2 of those too for now. I wish I could hit the button. At least it decompresses a lot faster than it pressurizes. Let's do the nitrogens first since they're in my... Make sure I put this in the right one. and oxygen. That's the air coming out of my exhaust. I think there is a insulated, I'm going to have to check that out. I think they did an insulated vent. And that supposedly keeps you from losing heat through the vent. So there's a bunch of oxygen, some oxygen. No, a bunch of oxygen. CO2 won't be going down, that should be going up. And the nitrogen, so that should help my oxygen levels. Yeah, it's going up now. Alright, how many of these have we got now? 3, 4, 5. I think that's a bigger stack of 6, 7, one more. And we'll start with that. I am going to need... Oh, that was weird. Trying to build a solar panel inside my building. Gonna need some iron frames. I have iron sheets. I don't know how many I have. Iron sheets, there they are. That should be enough. And I better print out more of those too. Either of those is going to cover more than 8 blocks, I think. Let's start with 16.
Waste tank caution.
Okay, so that's the last one of those I'm going to get. Okay, so that's 16. So we're going to need at least 16 iron sheets. This will come out a little faster. Alright. And the solar panel, start saving some power here. I think the solar panel heavy needs steel, if I remember right. Glass, one kit. So it just needs glass. Oh, it's not what I remember. 8 times, I need 30 of those, that's good. We've got a good amount of those yet. Another good reason for not using all the glass. Why is that up there? And I don't need this. And I don't need these. And do I have another slot? No, but I don't need these. Whap. Alright. If I have to weld, I'm going to check my battery. 37, so we'll swap that out. And while I'm here,
Waste tank critical.
I have the idiot light on the waste tank. I'm going to save the CO2. Not as important on Mars, of course, but...
Air tank critical.
Okay, so now I don't have to worry about those idiot lights out there. Let's see where I want to put this. Let's go out this way. Okay, so that's, I may have fallen in the hole here. Alright, and we'll walk up here. Now there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. And I'm not saying the way I'm going to do it is the best way. I like to stagger them. And I'll start out here so I'm away from the base. And of course you want to put all the powers on one side and all the datas on another side. And I like to do it like this. Only because this way it cuts down on the amount of shadows you get. Make sure that was the same way. And that worked out almost perfect. See, this one is in a bad spot. I should have really printed it into a couple. So that part's all done. And now we can do this. Come on. One extra. Can't beat that. Oops. Couldn't help but throw your welding torch. Alright, let's go around this way. There's my entrance. That's pretty handy. So, this is going to start running long. I'm going to have to probably split this into two. But I'm going to have to print a bunch of cables. So I'm going to end this episode here and start another one, hooking all this up and getting them to focus in the right direction. And again, I got to give a heads up or a thank you to the YouTube channel Cows Are Evil. He has an excellent way of doing this solar tracking that works really well, and I copy him. I don't copy him too often. I did copy him also, I should give him credit, for how I programmed the filters, because I couldn't figure out. He's a much better programmer than I am. So I used his code for the filters. I had written that down. That's what I was looking for that day. Everything else is pretty much my own. He does some things different than me. And like I said, there's no wrong way of doing this. But he sets up vents all through his base, and I just don't know the benefit of that. It probably is. But I don't know what it is. And I haven't started eating the food yet because I still have a lot of my can left, and I was hoping to do that mod. If I do another one after this with maybe the Cold Ice Planet, I'll see if I can get that mod to work before I start it. because I really want to experiment with that mod. It sounds interesting. Where food becomes really important. You have to get food started or you'll starve. And that kind of makes more sense. I mean, yeah, that movie, he lived on Mars by eating potatoes, but he almost starved. And basically, in this mode, you could live on one potato, just a couple potatoes. It doesn't seem right. I've got my corn seed bag. Okay, so I'm going to stop this and either complete it today or tomorrow for the next episode, where I'm going to run a bunch of coil cables so you don't have to sit here and watch that. And again, this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. This is the Stationeers Mars run through. If you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know some people are watching. I do have a few subscribers, and actually I think I got 5 or 6. That's pretty quick for, I just started this like a week ago, so that's not too bad. But it's fun doing them, and I hope you can learning from them a little bit. And I'm trying to keep it entertaining. I think it's entertaining when I make a lot of mistakes. A little frustrating, but give you something to laugh about. So you have a good day.